Today we're starting a video a bit differently because we have a table here that honestly can't fit perfectly in the whole screen. So I'm gonna give you all the details about this table. This is Cougar E-Odyssey electric table with loads of kicks. So first and foremost, let's start with this drawer right here. It's integrated inside the table, and as you can see, you have this material here that isn't actually a fabric, but you can place all the stuff that you want and you need with, I would say, 3 centimeters of clearance. Nicely slides in, and you have a Cougar logo right here with nice top part here that is actually something like a palm rester. In this case would be a elbow rester. Well, you've seen this stand on the other side as well. This is a speaker stand where you can basically place your speakers, or if you want to place some figurines as such, and will give you quite cool visual aspect, but also quite directional function when we're talking about the speakers in general. Now, the one thing that I have to mention about this stand is that shame it isn't adjustable with the height, because this will give you, most likely for you guys that run triple monitors like I do, for a possibility to raise it up a bit and give you more space for monitors, but also there aren't any, let's say, Velcro ties or anything similar here at the back of the stand to give you an option to tie up the cables from the speakers. Luckily, it's nicely integrated here in this stand, because what you have an option here is, well, basically how you mount it is you have 2 screws that you get inside the box on each side, so you just tie them up, and that's basically it, because the whole stand is already fixed. The only thing that you can do, and I just noticed this because this is the first time I'm looking at it from the bottom, is that you can move this stand in this position, or you have 2 additional screws right here, which means that you can untie these 3 screws here at the bottom and place this one more further at the back, which gives you an option to basically adjust it. Well, it also depends on the top plate, but let's go and check out that top plate as well. What's up with this? Well, first of all, we have loads of addition for this perforated steel plate that is placed on 4, I would say they're not thumb screws, but they are some sort of a screws with, well, let's call them thumb screws with, so we don't complicate it too much. So you have an option to place 2 headsets, you have option to place 2 controllers, you have these kind of stands which are just very easy to attach to this part right here. And to be honest, this is actually the first time I'm seeing an electric table. Maybe there are a couple of these tables that are in this kind of gaming segment where they have the option to raise and lower it down, but definitely give you an option to adjust it as you wish. 3 stands, you have these magnetic bits that can hold some papers if you have some notes or similar stuff like that. You have the gamepad stand, you have the headset stand, you have these hooks which come in handy if you want to, I don't know, place some scissors, screwdrivers, or anything similar to that, which are also quite easy to place. And you have, let's call it a basket here, if you want to place some pens or anything similar to that. So as I stated, this is held by 2 screws. The only downside of this is when you're placing it on the table, because first and foremost, you have to hold it in the middle precisely and adjust it on both sides. Of course, these are a bit flexible, so if you're missing a couple of millimeters, you could squeeze them. So if you're aiming for a perfect adjustment, I would say 14.5 centimeters from each edge to be able to place this stand, and then you have a bit of a wiggle space between these screws at the back. This means that 3 screws, 3 openings here for the perforated steel will give you an option to adjust it, and definitely I would suggest to place it on the lower part, because what happens here, you have 14.5 centimeters of clearance from the edge of the desk. Of course, you can go for a bit more, which will give you the option for placing the perforated steel till the edge, and honestly, it's quite simple. Now let me break it down how to assemble the whole table. Even though you do have an outstanding manual inside the box, which definitely explains everything from the scratch, from the beginning till the end, and how to rotate it. And believe me, I've done it by myself, so it really isn't a drastic problem. Now, first and foremost, we have to start with the bottom part. What you have to do is use the tubular legs and place them on each side. 4 screws are holding these legs, and you don't have to worry about anything regarding that. Let's skip the cabling because it did bother me right at the beginning, but I followed the manual and everything is straight and forward when we're talking about connecting. But it is confusing it a bit in a moment. And let's continue. So we have this drawer right here that, well, not drawer, more like a shelf that is designed to hold the cabling, adapters, and everything similar to that, because you can place everything here, like cord extension for your power sockets. You reroute the cable to your wall socket, and you can place here literally everything. This is really good. Now, here in the middle, what you can see is a closed up space. Of course, you can remove it with 4 screws, even though these 2 screws here that are in the way of the drawer can't be accessed that much. And this is what really bothered me, because the actual cable that goes directly to your wall socket is somewhere in the middle. So you have to find a way how to access it and pull it out. Now, when we go to the part where you actually connect the controller for raising up or lowering down the table, it has 2 screws, and all the connection goes to that. One side of the leg has that specific connection that goes directly to the controller. So don't mistake it, and don't bother with swapping the legs, because you can't miss it here. Both legs have male connectors, and in the middle of the table, in the chassis that I showed you that can be removed with 4 screws, you have the adapter that actually extends through the whole middle part of the table, and you use those 2 connectors, male, to connect to female part here in that controller. Of course, in the middle, you have to connect power on connector that goes with the adapter in the middle and then extends to your power cord directly to your wall socket. In addition to that, you have here on the left side possibility to mount 2 headsets, which is a cool option, and you use only 1 screw in the middle. And of course, you can swap the positions of both. So if you want the controller on the left, you can do that and use this hinge or headset stand on the right side. Now, when you're done with that, and literally you don't have to do anything with the drawer except for removing the tapes that are holding the drawer in place, you have to put the stand for the legs. After that, you're done. You're basically done. You have to flip the table. Now, I would definitely suggest flipping the table on the side that should be placed, so you don't have to worry about rerouting everything or organizing the table as it should stand. At the back, when we discuss the part where we're talking here about the stand for the perforated steel and for the speaker mounts, you have 2 screws that go at the back part right here. And then when you tie up those 2 screws on both sides, you can easily use these rotatable mounting mechanisms to attach the stands. After that, you can attach the monitor stands and finally the perforated steel. Now, when we're talking about actually going with this design, talking about the drawers, magnets, hangers, uh, gamepad hangers, and headset hangers, you can actually do whatever you want, because right here, what you see is free will. You have loads of openings here to adjust it as you wish. Specifically, if we remove for this, for instance, gamepad, you can just pull it out, because as you can see, you have these hinges sticking out of each of these. So for these, for the headset stand, and simply just do it like so. You use the gamepad, place it back on. That's simply it. Now, the cool thing, what I also really love, is the actual visual aspect of the table. We have dark wood, nicely canted. I think it's that proper word. On the edges, softer edges, and you don't have any like sharper or not well designed edges. The whole table is really sturdy, and when we're talking about the actual movement, if you shake it a bit, when it's to the lower position of the table, of the height, it doesn't shake whatsoever, except for this part at the top a bit. But of course, you're going to push it towards you, the wall, and it's going to be more stable like that. Of course, if you raise it up a bit, it will have a bit more movement if you're aggressively gaming. So that's up to you. I won't go into that segment. But let's go with some details regarding specifications. So we have a silent dual motor drive, and this is really cool. When you do it, it has a specific sound, and that's outstanding because it doesn't have that typical electric sound. It actually has the sound of some sort of a engine or whatever. So the dual motor drive minimizes load, and it has smooth and stable operation when we're talking about raising it up or down. And it adjusts from 73 to 118 centimeters, with the desk support up to maximum 100 kilos. When we go with the smart control panel and when we access it and what you can do with it, this is really cool. You have the option to, it actually has a smart operation with two height adjustment, memory presets, and real-time height display. So that is really nice. Now, when we go with the health mode, it can be activated with the touch of a button on the control panel. This mode subtly adjusts the desks by 4.7 inches over 3 minutes with a 2-minute pause at each position. Now, this cycling keeps you moving to reduce physical strain and all without disrupting your gaming or work or creative flow. It's all up to you, basically. If this is something that kind of makes you work easily or just gives you some extra movement, stops from the strains or whatever you have in mind, this could be a quite cool idea. Now, double safety measures. A brake immediately engages to stop height adjustment upon encountering resistance. So, for instance, if you have a PC on the floor, and in this scenario, unfortunately, you have to, unless you have some drawers on the side where you can place your PC, which would be actually more suitable, but it's all up to you and your space around. But regardless of that, let's go to the main topic. So if it encounters resistance, so for instance, you're lowering down your table, your PC is underway, or whatever is happening, it stops the height adjustment. Additionally, a built-in smart gyroscope detects level anomalies during the elevation or descent and holds the movement for double safety. This is what I meant. Now, hiding the cable management, this is great because you have a rack and you have a cover at the back, which gives you an option to hide all the unnecessary adapters or whatever you want to go with and push, because you can remove the middle rack and you can have that. Well, basically, that's the cover. And the backside with the rack, you have the possibility to place additional power supply sockets or whatever you want to go with. Now, the size of the desk, and this is what I actually forgot, even though you can see it leaves stains, but this is easily clean, so you don't have to worry about that. It's 150 times 70, and I'm actually really enjoying the depth of this table, specifically because you have that perforated steel top and kind of needs more space in depth, so that's really good that they thought about it. But it has this elegant dark wood grain surface, which is quite different, I would say. You know, you've seen my videos with my main desk and with the desk where I record, and it's all lighter in that sense. But this is completely something different. And we have a solid 2.5 centimeter of thickness, which ensures better stability and durability. Let's be honest. The drawer that I mentioned and that is really cool is 62 times 26 times 5, and you can place literally anything you want. You can store your MacBook or your laptop in general in there. You can store your tablets, phones, or whatever you basically want to have a quick access to it. Now, what they stated on their website, of course, you have these stands for your speakers. And not only that, because even though I did place the figurines, they also stated you could go with figurines on the side. And that's really cool because it doesn't limit to that part. You can change the length of the stands on the side, which will give you more space to put the speakers directly on the table. And let's be honest, this is more designed for a single, or maybe you could go with triple monitors. I mean, it's all up to you to decide, but this is more designed for ultra wide monitors, and which will make much more sense since it will nicely cover the middle part. And then again, it looks much cleaner. So some specifications, we're talking about E-Odyssey electric gaming desk, 150 times 70 times 25 millimeters of top space. Height range is from 730 to 1180 millimeters. It has storage drawer, it has shields for transmission shaft and motors, cable tray for easy management, headset hooks, pegboard accessories which include pen holders, headset holder, two headset holders, two gaming controller holders, six hooks, five magnets, three storage trays, and basically desk total weight is capacity is 100 kilos, as I said. Now the side platform is 5 kilos and the pegboard is 5 kilos, so all in all you're left with 90 kilos, which is still more than enough to place keyboard, mousepad, mouse, monitor, and everything that you want to put on that pegboard. Now, when we take everything into consideration, the one thing that I have to mention that really did bug me was the cables here that, well, basically not the cables, but no cable management options for the cables from the speakers. Of course, you have an option if you don't want to have the speakers on the stands, you're not going to place them here. So there is no need for cable management canals or whatever. But in general, if we're talking about placing your speakers somewhere here, then it kind of makes sense to be able to reroute them quite nicely and seamlessly without having any additional front Velcro ties or zip ties or whatever, just cables running nicely here at the back. That's the only downside, and the other one should be not being able to adjust the height of these, because that would be outstanding. But that's the only negative thing, so to say, negative thing, because you can still manage something. But this is the only con that I've found on this table. In general, what I'm really satisfied is the cable management options under the desk, the possibility to adjust the height, and really easy. We have a couple of buttons that really navigate everything through the height adjustment, through that possibility uh, to through the increments adjust the height so you don't have any strains or anything similar to that. And the pegboard is really nice touch, because honestly I don't see that much electric tables with these pegboards already pre-installed inside the box and everything all together. The box is heavy in general, so you do have to take into consideration that you'll need another person to carry everything towards your gaming room or studio room or whatever. But this thing right here is one complete set, and I'm really satisfied in general when you actually go to the store or just order online and you get a complete table without any additional stuff. Okay, you're missing drawers on the side, you can go and grab some additional drawers and just put them on two sides or one side, it's all up to you. You even have space in the bottom beneath the table to add those if you have enough space for your legs. But in general, Cougar E-Odyssey electric gaming table, or should I say gaming, but in general, it's just outstanding because you have loads of space on the desk. You can really go with an insane mouse pads because you know the dimensions. You have this pegboard which gives you loads of options to redecorate everything, and this is actually really good because you don't have to drill a wall or anything similar to that to create additional, I would say, well, not with nanolive stuff, that is completely different story. But for instance, if you want to have something like this, you don't have to drill a wall, which just creates additional mess. Okay, you do have to clean it afterwards, but this is quite easy and simple and looks quite nice. I'm really loving the design, really loving the motor sound, and just outstanding. So guys, that's all for today. The links are in the description regarding the Cougar E-Odyssey electric table in terms of their official website, and eventually if I find where to buy it, because so far I didn't manage to find it, but maybe it changes when I actually edit the video and publish it to you guys. In those terms, if you like the video and everything that you saw today, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell, and I will see you quite shortly in a new one. Thanks for sticking by. Bye bye.